So last week, my dear Prius, my 2011 233,000 miles Prius broke down on me and basically just died. So now I had to find a new car. Luckily, I've been doing really good when it comes to the jobs I've been bringing into my practice. And one thing that has been on the top of my mind is finances.
No! No!
I think artists really need to start talking about that as a community. So I'm going to share one of the things that I do when it comes to finances and what I do with money that I get from down payments or from a large project that gives me a large sum of money at one time. So here we go. So when I get a large sum of money or a down payment from a project, I always buy T-bills.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What is a T-bill? So a T-bill is basically a treasury bill. A treasury bill is issued by the government. It's basically a loan that you're giving the government, and in exchange, when they give the money back to you, they're also giving you back interest as well. So what is so special about this process of buying treasury bills? Basically, when you get a large sum of money and you put it in the bank account and you just let it sit, I know it's really cool to see a big number in your bank account, but the thing is, it's losing its power because of inflation and you're not earning interest in a bank account. There are some high interest savings account that you can get, but a lot of times they're really restrictive, and sometimes the banks that issue those savings account aren't as convenient as some of the larger banks that you would bank with. So about 2.5 years ago, I signed up on a website called Treasury Direct. That is by the government. That is where you basically can buy those T-bills or T-bonds if you're loaning the government money for more than a year. T-bills are less than a year. So with T-bills, you can loan the government money in increments of like 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 13, 17, 26, and 52 weeks. So you can choose how long you're going to loan the government money. As an artist, when I do these really big projects, working with a developer or a big brand, and they give me a large sum of money, a lot of times I will do a down payment, and sometimes these projects get postponed or they don't even start immediately. So sometimes I have a large sum of cash that I don't need immediately to buy different sort of supplies and materials and paints. So that money that I get at the beginning, because I have it in the contract that they need to pay me a down payment or pay me half or full up front, doesn't sit in a bank account. It basically is loaned out to the government and earns me interest. And when I get a large sum of money in my bank account and I don't necessarily need it, I don't need to buy anything, and I just have it, I want to save it, I also do that as well with that money. I buy T-bills, making sure that I can sort of protect myself against inflation, but also earn interest in the meantime. And then at the end of the year, when I have to pay taxes, I can get that money back and I have a little bit extra. It's easy to sign up for one of these accounts. You can sign up for yourself individually as an individual, or you can sign up your art business to basically buy T-bills through your business bank account. So you can have your personal and you can have your business. And I have both. So I have T-bills that I buy with my personal money, and I have T-bills that I buy with extra money that I have in my art business. It's going to be different for every artist because not every artist has the same cash flow needs. Right now, T-bills are earning about 5 to 5.5% interest. So for example, if your client gives you $12,000 for a painting or to start a project, maybe it's a down payment, maybe it's a full payment, and that project doesn't need to get done for, let's say, another month. So you're not touching that money for a month and you don't want it to sit in the bank. So now you're buying a T-bill. So the T-bill is going to earn you 5% interest. So that is about $600. That's annually. But if you're going to hold it for only 1 month, you have to divide that by 12. That's how many months are in a year. So when you divide it by 12, that comes to $50. So at the end of the month, you have $12,000 of that original loan, and you have $50 on top of that. So now when you start your project, you can use that $12,000 and you have another $50. That $50 can really help when it comes to paying for some of those small expenses in your art business, whether it's helping to pay for your studio rent or whether it's getting you lunch in the middle of the day. So when you're doing the math and you think about the money that you're bringing in or the money that's in a bank account, what it can be earning, that can really help out when it comes to, like I said, some of the expenses in your daily art practice that really can make a big difference. So I will have a link in the description, treasurydirect.gov, that you can go to sign up to get your account with them so that you can start purchasing treasury bills yourself, either for you personally or for your art business. So hopefully this helped out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.